Okay, to start this project, you need a mostly assembled parts washer. Of course, mine is brand new. The only part that I left out is the hose attachment off of the pump right in here, but we're going to be using that outlet for going directly to our water/oil filter assembly. Additional parts rundown is about 10 feet of hose at 3/8 of an inch. I used fuel line because if you ever wanted to run solvents in your parts washer, then you would need it to be resistant to those. These wire grommets, you can get them anywhere, but of course you need it to fit the outside diameter of your hose. On these, there's only one each of the 3/8. So I had to buy 2 of them, but that's okay. I could probably use these for other things. This is a very large 2-quart heavy-duty truck oil filter. Of course, we're going to be using it for water or solvent filtering. But this is a Purolator L4084. Got it on Amazon for $6 or $7 a piece. And this one's specific to the remote oil filter that I got. It has the 13/16 thread, where I think most are 3/4 inch, so it's a little bit bigger thread size. This is the remote oil filter mounting bracket. I got a Permacool 1213, and I got this, and you can see the thread right there, 13/16 by 16. I got this on summitracing.com for about 20 bucks and some shipping. Coming back a little bit, hose clamps to fit over the fuel line. These are 3/4 inch. 3 bolts with nuts. Got these at Walmart. 15/16 by 18 thread pitch. And then of course you need an adapter to fit the outlet of your parts washer pump. And then these two, the 3/4 inch, or excuse me, 1/2 inch, are to fit the threads of the inlet and the outlet of. I also got this EPDM rubber molding, the weather seal, for the top side of the lid, and then, or the bottom side of the lid. And then this brush, I probably won't use this hose, but this is a flow-through parts wash brush, so that's nice. Then I also got 4 castering wheels. I'm going to build a little bit of a base to put it on wheels, and then also it'll help it to stand up a little bit taller. I'm not the tallest kid in the block, but at 5'9", it's a little bit low even for me. Another side project that you might want to do is to move the drain valve. Where it sits right now, it's right underneath that shelf, and it can't even fit a 5-gallon bucket underneath there. So this is mostly 1/4 inch threaded pipe. Of course, the close nipple, an elbow. This is a 5-inch length. You might be able to get away with a 4-inch. Then another elbow, 1/4 inch close. And I had to get a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch adapter because the smallest ball valve that they had was this 1/2 inch one. And then I got an additional nipple to seat into the end. I figured with this smaller diameter, kind of a cleaner cut, the fluid would come out smoother than maybe splattering at the end of this. Anyway, may or may not use that. First I installed the rubber weather stripping along the edges. It went pretty well. I also put a little bit of white lithium grease, normally use it for door hinges and such, on this tube when you bring it out, and then also back here along that slider. It was squealing pretty bad. It's still not super quiet, but it's much better than it was. Next is to drill the holes and place the rubber grommets. I put this near, but not right over top, where the outlet for the pump is at. Okay, to get the threaded nipple portion of the oil filter mount in, I'm going to use red Loctite thread locker. This is the type that you need heat to remove the bolts, but I can't see myself ever needing to remove this, so I'm going to use the red instead of the Teflon tape. This also will act as a type of RTV sealer. Then drill the holes for your remote oil filter mount to sit and screw in those nuts and bolts. Before or after you mount your remote oil filter bracket, you're going to need to screw in your brass hose barb adapters. Don't forget your Teflon tape and just tighten it down to snug. Then take your 3/8 barbed fitting to 1/4 inch threaded fitting, install your Teflon tape like this one is, and then you'll insert that onto the outlet port on your pump. Then you need to attach your fuel line to the barbed end and secure it with a hose clamp out through one of the holes that you made earlier. And then this, I haven't cut it yet, but it's going to run to the in on your remote oil filter bracket. After you secure the inlet port with the hose clamp, then secure your outlet port with the hose clamp and route your tubing through the hole you made earlier with the rubber grommet. I ended up cutting off about 4.5 feet of hose. You can make it as long as you want, or if you choose to mount your oil bracket elsewhere, you might need the extra bit of hose. Okay. Here is a video of the new drain plug location and my ball valve. Also, don't forget to install your oil filter once it's all said and done.